So I recently purchased some art books with the goal of improving my art. I got this book, You Can Draw in 30 Days by Mark Kistler. And I also bought this book, The Complete Beginner's Guide to Drawing by Walter Foster. I plan on completing this book after I complete the 30 days of drawing. I have drawn a little bit in the past, mostly like fashion, maybe like some portraits, but I noticed that I lack a lot of fundamental art skills that are necessary for drawing accurately. Mostly proportions and anatomy are what I struggle with, but I'm also not very good at shading and lighting, so today starts my first day in improving my art. In his book, Mark talks about like the 9 fundamental laws of drawing. I think they're like foreshortening, placement, size, overlapping, shading, shadow, contour lines, horizon line, and density. And I think those are great fundamentals for me to start on. He also mentions these ABCs for successful drawing. The A stands for attitude. You have to have a positive attitude. B is for bonus details. Kind of add your own spin on things. And C is constant practice. So it needs to be a daily habit to improve your art. For the first day, he has you draw a house, an airplane, and a bagel, all from memory, taking about 2 minutes each. It's pretty easy. If you want to, feel free to follow along and try your hand at this exercise too. So I have my sketchbook, and without further ado, let's get started on day 1. So that was the warm-up for day one, pre-day one, I'm not sure what to call it. Mark intends this to be like a reference for us to look back on as we've improved over the 30 days. So there is still a lesson one. If you are following along, let's get started on the actual lesson one. Alright, so first is to just draw a circle. Next is to determine our light source, or where the light source is coming from. I'll put mine the same spot. He puts his, and he puts his right about here. And then looking at its shadow, or where its shadow would be cast, be right here. All right. Then we want to scribble some shading. And then it says to use our finger to just smudge it. Some notes he says is to scribble loose and sketchy. And don't be afraid to go outside of the lines. Basically just draw the object, identify the light source, and shade. And that's it. There's our circle. Alright, that was day one. The tutorial was simple to follow, even if the sketch is a bit basic, but hopefully as the tutorials get more advanced, I'll still be able to follow along, and hopefully you can follow along too. If you have any recommendations for any other art books, feel free to pop them below in the comments. I am new to drawing, kind of, and I'm also new to YouTube, so if you're also a YouTuber, feel free to put some comments, helpful tips, anything in the comments below. I am a new YouTuber, so if you're not subscribed already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Maybe I'll post TikToks daily and then YouTube's weekly of the art series. Let me know how you're liking the series so far, and with that, goodbye.